to subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the bell icon, and get notified when the video drops.
What's up? How are
Hello,
you?
Aman.
I'm
I'm
good. How are
great.
you?
How are you?
Still
How are you doing?
surviving, managing.
Yes, by God's grace, all of us are still surviving. Yes, that's true. how, how has lockdown been treating you so far?
I think it's been really good also and really bad also. Like, I think everyone's having those moody days. So it happens. Sometimes I wake
Yeah.
up and I'm like, chalo drive pe jate. Then I realize nahi ja sakte. And the time I usually wake up is 2 a.m. at night. Through the day I'm sleeping. So रात का तो drive और मुश्किल हो गया. I used to go on nice drives, listen to my rough mixes, chill with friends. It's all like feels like 2-3 साल हो गए इस चीज को होके.
Yeah,
Hi
it
to
really feels like
everyone.
it's been. Yes, and so many people said, Amal bhai, late aata hai, par great aata hai. You're not even late, but still,
5
great
minutes,
saying
7
that.
minutes late. कोई लिख रहा है
Not
मैम
even
प्लीज
time.
लाइव
Chalo,
सेव करो.
2-3 minutes. Okay, anyways, Aman, I want to talk to you about your song, the new latest song that you've composed, Dil Ko Maine Di Kasam. What an amazing, amazing song. Congratulations. It's #1 on iTunes and it's getting rave reviews everywhere. Fans are loving it.
Thank you so
But
much.
I want to ask you, how's the process of making it? You made it during lockdown, right?
See, the composition and the lyrics was something we had made 7 years ago. It's not even like कि अभी बना है. It was a song I made when I was 23, and then
Oh my
from
God.
our we keep listening to our own music sometimes to see. I was just going through stuff, and we replayed it to Bhushan ji last year, who said we'll do something or at a later date. And जब बनाया भी था, there was this little ghazalish vibe to it. It's not like a long song with hook line. It actually starts with the thought. It's got a little 60s 70s format. In 2 lines it says दिल को मैंने दी कसम न धड़के तेरे बिना धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी तड़पे तेरे बिना. So the point comes across in just 2 lines. And
In those
usually
two
our
lines
songs
itself.
have to drop down to maybe a hook where like मैं हूँ hero तेरा. Those things are missing from this song, but I'm glad that even without that, it's not a formulaic song. It's a rebellious yet I think a commercial song. So I'm happy that it's come now, and still after 7 years, it's getting so much love. And huge respect to Kumar and Arijit Singh and Arvinder Khera, Bhushan Kumar, and Asim Riaz and Himanshi. Everyone, I think the whole packaging, the whole video also, in spite of being happening in lockdown, it's not looking like it's been compromised. It's done really well.
Absolutely. I mean, the video is beautiful, the song is beautiful, and everyone's loving it. As you can see on the live, everyone's saying like it's an amazing song, it's a banger, it's amazing.
Thank you, guys.
And already questions are coming in. Like, when are you going to work with Arijit Singh again?
That I think Arijit Singh needs to send me his new phone number because he's changed it for the 50th time now. When he will send me his number and say this is the new number, then I will work with him.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've always wondered this, and I've always wanted to ask music composers this. What is your process of making music? Like, how does it start? Like, do you write down? Do you have a mathematical process to it, step by step? ऐसा क्या है? Like, what do you do?
I think that is the wrongest way to do music. यानी जो planned music होता है वो कभी यानी पहुंचेगा ही नहीं. It cannot be that. So now if I'm here, like I'll just maybe get up, go, just maybe walk around in the hall, play a little cricket, like just hit the wall. Like it's just doing normal things. And I have a little small terrace also here. So I go out and I just mainly I feel more connected to make music when I'm out, more in nature than just in like buildings and trapped.
Right.
So that's the main reason why I took this studio where I wanted a little terrace. I fought with my mom and said कि कुछ हो ना हो terrace होना चाहिए मैं बाहर जाके हवा ले सकता हूँ. So that I think makes me always, it's like a wind brings a tune to me. I just feel like I'm a little blessed in that matter, that I don't think of making songs every day. It's just when I think of, I feel like, okay, something, I feel that little bubbling happening, and a tune comes.
Yeah.
And I, with obviously working with a lot of senior composers as an assistant, and working with Kumar and Manoj Muntashir, Rashmi Virag, really
Yeah.
learned writers. So कहीं ना कहीं मैं भी थोड़ी बहुत I've learned how to do my little basic writing. So I write down that rough so that a meter is formed, a skeleton, and then I sing it as a voice note and I forget about it. And then I just wait. Maybe the next inspiration is around the corner, or it's after 2 weeks. You never know, So I never plan that unless, I have a project and a deadline. So then next day morning, like my test is I wake up, and before I check that voice note that I've recorded, last night, I try to remember the tune. If it comes easily to me, I'm like, yeah, this is a nice song. And if it doesn't, then I feel, okay, it must be nice, but it's slightly complicated. So that little balance I like to keep, so that even if you, or, someone who's not a singer or a composer, who just likes listening to good music, if you hear the song, you shouldn't be completely, it shouldn't be something that you don't relate to. Somewhere that relatability, maybe in simple Hindi, or, a simple melody has to happen. So why will the average 18-year-old connect to my music? He is connecting, she is connecting, because it's enough Hindi for call, and it's enough Hindi for
Yeah.
them to understand, and it's not even too non-poetic that someone like my dad or his age group will be like kuch bhi likh diya. So it's got that little balance I try to make. I work really hard on my lyrics with the lyrics writers, and they almost reach a point where they want to trick me, but we come up with good songs after that.
Absolutely. But
1 second.
yeah, absolutely. So
दिल को मैंने दी कसम न धड़के तेरे बिना, दिल को मैंने दी कसम न धड़के तेरे बिना, धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी, धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी, धड़के तेरे बिना.
oh my God, amazing,
Thank
man,
you.
honestly. But, I want to ask you, what do you prefer? Do you prefer composing for films, or do you prefer like individual singles or albums that you create on your own? What do you prefer?
I think I was, you can say, not in a boastful way, but I feel I was born to be a film composer. I have that cinematic music within me. It's in me. It's all around me. I've grown up also in an environment where everyone's been a musician, but somewhere I have that little edge maybe of the youth liking my music. So sometimes even if a song has that little filmy element, like Dil Ko Maine Di Kasam has a little 80s 90s kind of vibe in its melody for youngsters, that way I feel I have that balance key. Even if it's going to sound like, it sounds like a film song, but it's not, it's an independent song. So I don't really think so much, I want to do only films or only this. I'm going to venture into everything. I eventually want to score music, the whole background score for films, or maybe for a game. I used to do these things, back in Old Balaji, also Broken But Beautiful. I made a song called Shame, and that song also got really well received. So today it's not just one medium that's making music reach out, but obviously that thirst to always do a full score and a soundtrack and put music to a visual, that's always fun. I always I'm but can't go anywhere.
Right. I want to ask you because in the 90s we had a burst of like like singles, जैसे
Yeah.
music albums ही आ रहा है. It was a different genre altogether. Music was an industry, was like thriving, and then we came like a little later, like maybe now it's mostly playback. Now it's coming back because of the lockdown
Yeah.
and everything. I feel like a lot more. I think that is coming back. Do you think something to be out there and like create their own music?
Completely. I think, a lot of music is being consumed without films also. And I'm happy that, since like in the 90s, they tried doing that whole indie pop thing. But even then, there were like indie pop, apart from a few and all of that, and it worked. Then it again crashed because obviously a trend goes out, and then film music took over heavily with really good composers like maybe uh, Jatin Lalit and Nadeem Shah, Anu Malik, then Pritam, Vishal Shekhar, Rahman, Salim Suleiman, Shankar Ehsaan Loy, Sajid Wajid, my dad, all these guys, like they brought about film music to its glory. And then film music again lost its glory because of maybe just too many item songs, and and then a wave came of Ashiki, Tumiyo, and which brought back peaceful music. So there have been changes always, but I think good melody, whether it's romance or dance or anything, good melody with good lyrics always, will connect to people. And it's not necessary that kuch chal gaya to wohi hai. You can keep trying new things. Maybe you'll fail. One of them will do well. So I think that guidance is very important, and that's about it. It's got that little film disconnect that's happened is because now there are no films, so the audience still wants to hear music. So you doing independent music, and it's reaching out. It's not like ki people are waiting ki I will see a hero and I will hear the song. So maybe musicians were always saviors and heroes from before, and maybe people are just realizing that.
Probably. But I'm getting so many requests for you to sing two songs. One is Shame that you mentioned earlier, and
Okay.
another is O Khuda. So please, please, if you
Okay,
could.
okay. These are songs that I've never played much in any live because I never practiced them. So give me a minute.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, from the part they really like, I'm going to start. I know they always tell me that I've not sung that bit. Why didn't you sing it? So let's do it from there only.
Yeah, go for it.
सदियों से मैंने बंद किए जो दरवाजे दिल के वो शामें, कई ऐसी शामें, चलो हम चुरा ले कई ऐसी शामें. This is my song O Khuda, and I feel at the point it released with Main Hu Hero Tera, which was sung by Salman Sir and Arman, it got so successful that O Khuda, somewhere I felt got left behind. But I can't believe that, everyone today is just like, oh Khuda, oh Khuda, oh Khuda.
Yeah, everyone, like I'm telling you, from the minute I started the live, everyone came out and said, please ask him to sing O Khuda, please ask him to sing O Khuda.
It's magical, like I feel, sometimes a musician makes a song and those songs sometimes don't reach out, and the ones you think are not going to reach out, they become really big. So this is a song, which was very close to me, and sometimes, emotionally I was a little disturbed when it didn't work because I blamed myself because I thought I've sung it, that's why it's not worked. You know, I was like, maybe if there was a bigger singer or whatever, those factors were in my head. But today, I think it's vindication day. It's not what I thought. And, you know, even
Not
seeing
at
so many
all. I'm
people.
telling you.
Thank you,
Like
guys.
literally every second comment, it's oh Khuda.
Okay, so I'm going to sing this first, obviously, as the version was before Kumar sir wrote it. ओ खुदा बता दे क्या लकीरों में लिखा हमने तो बस इश्क है किया. And the original lyrics were,
Oh my god.
तेरे बिन जीना यारा मुझे ना जीना गवारा हर एक एहसास में तू है हर दुआ में नाम तुम्हारा.
Oh my god, I have goosebumps. Oh my god, Amal, that was amazing, amazing. I have to ask you, I mean, of course, you've grown up around music, you've grown up with music. But who is that one not one, there are many, I'm sure, but like one singer or composer as a child that you listened to and you were like, oh my god, I think I'm in love, or like that inspired you to become, you know, what you are today, to follow your dream?
I think growing up, I was listening to a lot of music. Obviously, that used to happen in my house. But, my grandfather, Sri Sardar Malik, he was someone who I thought was way cooler and more progressive than his times. He was a composer in the late 60s. But when I was born until the age of 15, I spent most of my time with him because at my house there used to be music sittings and I used to be at my grandfather's house. So he used to sing Hindustani classical rags with jazz chord progressions and stuff, which was something, very new for me. I haven't formally trained in Hindustani classical. I've learned a little bit of, Western classical and R.D. Burman, S.D. Burman. And while I was growing up, when I was in school, it was Nadeem Shan, Jatin Lalit, Anand Milind, Anu Malik, all these musicians, the whole 90s era, the 80s, I think from the 60s to the 90s, everything that's available on that box, the Sare Gama Karwa, as people hear today, I used to have those cassettes and my dad used to give me those cassettes and I used to listen to them. And I grew very influenced by their melody and their thoughts. But while I was a musician, I was a very big geek and a crazy gadget freak. So I used to I didn't have enough money to get a laptop or a computer. So my friend Krish, I took his computer, we reassembled it and made it into a music production unit, and that was my first setup where I worked on. And that's where I realized that I love even electronics and just those things. So I was completely into computers, into gadgets, buying new keyboards, gear, and from there I started listening to a lot of electronic music, a lot of, orchestral scores. And at home, it was Rahman sir, it was Pritam Da. And luckily, I assisted 2-3 really, really great composers like Amar Mohile, who did the background score of Sarkar, and Sandeep Chauta, and Salim Suleiman. So, I learned a really diverse range of music from these people. And I think everyone influenced me. Maybe my sound is very early, 2000s till now. It's the last 20 years have, inspired my sound production. But the melodies are straight heartfelt and they're from like the 70s or the 80s and 90s. It's that era. So I like to bring that because I don't want to be known just to, create electronic music and, just like dance tracks. Even though I'm known for maybe a Suraj Duga or a Karge Chol and all that. But my music is more like Main Rahu Ya Na Rahu and Bol Do Na Zara and Kaun Tujhe. Like really heartfelt because I am like that.
Soulful, soulful.
I'm like
Music
that
of
as
the
a
soul.
human being also. So that's the real music that I make. So I love doing that.
Absolutely. I want to know what is Amal Malik's playlist like? Like, what are you listening? Like three songs on the top of your playlist. Of course, aside from Dil Ko Maine Nahi Kasam.
I never listen to my music once it's released. I get rid of it.
Really?
I can't. Even when it plays on the radio in any 5-10 seconds, I'll maybe make a story because Arman said you should be doing that. So I do those things. And, and after that, I just change the channel because I don't like to resonate with the same notes that I've just put out. So that's gone.
Right.
So, but it's
Right.
very different. Like I'll be listening to maybe Enrique, maybe Elton John, maybe Taylor Swift, maybe Porcupine Tree, maybe you know Morgan Heap. All of those kind of music, you know, that people don't hear. Get to see him also, I might faint. That's the only person I can get starstruck about. And Hindi music, I have like recently, if you say, I really like this song, Shayad. Then I like, this is a single that came out that was by Rochak and Jubin. Which one? मेरी आशिकी पसंद आए. Recently it came out and it's doing really well. And Teri Mitti is something which hasn't left me. It's a very, very nice song. These three songs are on a mental loop with me. And maybe, you know, I feel like which connects to my soul as a composer. And these three are on repeat. That song, I think it brought the whole country back towards love, and that's a beautiful song. So these 3-4 songs are my favorites.
Absolutely. I have to ask you, like when you're composing a song, and do you already have a singer in mind when the song comes to you, or how is that singer selection process? How do you come up with the singer?
See, I make the song first, obviously, and depends on what scale also. It's depends on every singer's capability of singing. If I wanted to be really high pitched and maybe open, powerful singing, then Arijit is one option because and then maybe KK. Then if I want a little subtle, little heartfelt, like a lover boy, romantic voice, Arman for me is the best bet. And he's my in-house superstar, so why not? And that's these 2-3 singers, KK, Arijit, Arman, and Sonu Nigam and Shan. Like I've worked with all of them, so I didn't really plan to work immediately. No, this is Arijit. No, that's Arman. It's growing with the song. I start realizing, okay, no, this might be good in this person's voice. So I've had Patta Patta with Sonu Nigam, Tu Bula Jise from Airlift with KK, Tum Ho To, there's one single that Shan sir did. And Arman and Arijit have sung the maximum of my romantic ballads. So the process is obviously like when you're doing it for a particular film, and obviously there's a senior director or maybe the producer and label, and there's music supervisors. There are a lot of factors. It's just like, it's not like the old days where just a singer and composer and a lyricist are the elements of the song. You make a song today with a lyricist, it goes through layers of approval from a label team, head, everything. And obviously, like, it's a choice that I put forward, I feel this is the voice. But sometimes those choices are, they don't work for all of them. So it's mutually agreed upon. And I don't know about many, but like I don't call too many singers to my studio to record scratches. Or I'm very emotional in that process. Also, I don't make someone feel कि मैं आपको गाना दे रहा हूँ और ये आपकी life बना देगा kind of fake rubbish dialogues. I'm not that guy. So I am very honest and straight up कि ये एक demo है and I'm presenting. And if you are sure, like because this might go or not go, I don't know myself. So I'm very clear about those things. Yeah, and I don't call senior singers to try demos or anything. That's not my way. I have my team, of Yash Narvekar and Arman, and these guys also really fabulous singers who, because we grew up together, and in spite of them both being successful singers, one sung Mukabla, Arman sung so many songs in so many languages. They, on my request, maybe would sing for me, and they would understand if I told them that their voice is not going through. So I don't like to bring that upon any new singer or any even senior singer's mind. I rarely have 5, 6 people singing my song. It's almost one or two. It's either this or that. I know that black and white difference. It's never unsure.
Right.
That's how I choose. But obviously, like a lot of debate also happened where people speak and say that, that's the singing process is not very easy and labels have their own artists and, those kind of things. That is something, it's a thing that's followed even in the West. Like you'll see Warner Music or you'll see Sony or Universal. They have their 10 artists and they always promote them. And if there is someone they see who's new and who's talented, they legally sign on those people and they work with them. So, that's the music business and that's up to the labels. So if you want to make music of your choice, you have to have complete ownership on that. Then you have to have your own label, which is the way forward with Arijit is doing, or Salim Sulaiman and everyone's doing. So, but when you're working for a film and you have people who will decide the song and who will, there are chances that even I've done songs and I've been replaced from almost 16, 17 films where my song has been shot and a recreation has been put onto it, just slapped on that same video. So you have to take these things really sportingly also. I believe it's this industry is, I want to tell all these youngsters who are coming in, trying to be composers, singers, lyricists, it's not easy. 23, 8 years later, I got my first film. And that also was, not by just a phone call because my dad's Dabu Malik or whatever, okay, mere bete ko sun lo. We had the same process, like people used to meet actors. Arman tried to meet Salman sir. There were like 20 composers there. And he waited 6-7 hours, played our music, and that's how maybe Jai Ho happened. And still there is going to be a downfall. People feel you've done a superstar's film, oh, he's arrived. It didn't happen. And from there, I regained my foothold slowly, steadily. I went back to even studying NCOM. I went back to almost quitting music. So many people used to say I'm not a chip of the old block like Annu Malik or Dabu Malik. So just forget that. Like, I know it's tough to say, like it's easier to say and it's not going to happen. When it happens to you at the age of 23, you see people writing. Everyone will find their inner voice and come out with one good song which defines your music, and that will work. If it's true to you, like you are true with music, it won't fail you. If you try to make it gimmicky and make it like हाँ ये डाल देंगे तो hit हो जाएगा, then people read through that. That can work in dance tracks, like in fun songs, but in romance, it's there. If you are not emotional, you will not make a real song. You will make an almost real song. So that's the focus. Just find that inner voice and fight. It's okay. I also fight with my producers. I fight with directors. I fight with labels, but for the right thing. Because we have to know it's 50% business and it's 50% music for them. So that's a word.
That's amazing. I have to really, really want to give songs to, like singers you want to collaborate with.
That's a nice question. I'm happy this is a different question from so many people. I think I have not worked with Sunidhi Chauhan. I really like her voice a lot, and it's just maybe a really good song. If I make, I will go and get. So maybe a song. I remember Ashik Surrender Hua from Badrinath, which I sang eventually. I wanted Udit ji to sing it. But somewhere, when we saw the video and the lip sync that Varun did, it looked hand in glove. So my director didn't want to change. He was like, I don't have time now. We're too late. We have to release. So I was like, okay, no problem. But Udit Narayan and Sunidhi Chauhan, she's, a very futuristic tone still would be Usha Uthup. Would be one singer I love her voice. So these three are on my wish list.
I hope they're listening. This is going on at
this whole live is going to go and all the fans are going to edit and send it. Song I always end my live on this, and it's like a tradition now, so I'm going to do it. Not going to say it because it's already in their it's in their hearts. So let's do this.
Yeah.
ख्वाबों में आते रहना.
Wow, I think you made all of us fall in love with you all over again because comments सारे ऐसे भरे पड़े, like everyone's crying.
चलो
Everyone's crying
सबके लिए
and
मैं भी कमेंट कर देता हूँ.
like everyone's saying this song will stay with us forever.
That's
So many people saying that.
बोल दिया
Project. Sorry.
It's okay. जब तक फेम, मनी और मैडनेस घर आ रही है तब तक ठीक है. अरमान का भी अमल है, अमल का भी अरमान है. नो प्रॉब्लम. Let's bring it all home.
हाँ,
We're ready for
Aman,
it.
before you leave, like, what can we expect from you? What are your upcoming projects? I've heard you're doing the Saina Nehwal
Yeah,
biopic.
that is something I've spoken about like in the last 2 years, always about this. और मुझे लगता है कि it's going to be one of my best scores, and it's got a new me with the same emotion, with the same honesty. Films wise, I don't know. Now maybe something comes my way, something great. I haven't been, getting any exciting films. Like if something kick-ass comes my way, I'll do it.
Arman also saying, Arman Malik, let's go.
अच्छा है. अरमान मलिक के साथ जो सिंगल है वो भी आएगा. With T series there are a few really nice
Yes,
songs that are going
we're
to come.
all. I think this live is going to be stored forever, and we're going to hold it against you. You guys don't make that Yari wala brother song
Yeah,
with
we'll
BTS
do it.
videos of your party.
We will, but I want to
Let's
tell
go.
all my fans that there's lots of melodious music coming their way. And films wise, immediately I've not signed anything. Saina is the only film that I've given my heart to and worked hard on. And there are some films which come due to some reasons they go. That's part of the game. So I'm not really going crazy to run after films. I've done films for a while now. I'm doing my own music video which I'm going to shoot next week. So that's something they should be waiting for. And film जब आएगी, जब confirm होगा, जब shoot होगा, then I will actually जब link आएगा, shoot का भी पता नहीं, जब YouTube link आएगा ना, तब I'll tell them that the song is here.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Amal. It was lovely chatting with you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
for being
much,
so
and
many
thank you to
songs.
all these wonderful people, all my fan clubs. And I want to tell you guys that you all are my family, and it's amazing to see that there are Amalians from Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and Turkey also here. Amazing. Thank you guys.
Yeah, there
Thank
were
you so much.
Indonesia, Mauritius. There was someone from Mauritius. Your fan club from
मुझे ले
Mauritius
चलो
also.
Mauritius please. मैं पक चुका हूँ बॉम्बे में.
हाँ यार. बिल्कुल. Thank you so much, Amal. It was lovely chatting with
Thank
you.
you.
And all the best
Thank you so
for
much.
everything. We're waiting.
Thank
And we're waiting for that song.
I'll send it to you as soon as it releases. Thank you so much.